To be totally honest with you,
oh no, that's terrible. Okay.
I'm a bit concerned because I know I am the monkey lizard leader, but I can't be responsible for all the monkey lizards. Is the Empire really upset with that troop of monkey lizards that stole all of that Imperial gold, those Imperial credits?
Are you serious? There's a high reward for each monkey lizard hide.
Can't you let us off, like just with a warning? To be honest, because I mean, isn't the Empire? Is there no leniency with the Empire, Mr. Imperial Communique? I mean,
not at all. MoNKey-LiZaRD, there's a comm link right behind you, right over your left shoulder. Call it in.
God damn it!
I'm Salacious Rum. Remember to make love, not war, because time does follow us. Yes, time does follow us. Yes, time does follow us. I'm a monkey lizard, I'm a monkey lizard, and I love to make love that warm. Unless it's Star Wars, but that ain't a proper war. It is a proper war in your dimension, yes, Salacious. I'm a monkey lizard, I'm a monkey lizard, and I love to make love that warm. Unless it's Star Wars, but that ain't a proper war. It is a proper war in your dimension, yes, Salacious. Don't forget what it takes to be a human being, but I'm not a human. I'm a monkey lizard. And don't forget, monkey lizards have feelings, because time does follow us.
Oh, it does. We're getting on, aren't we, Anthony? We're getting on, hey? We're getting on a bit.
Hello, Rum.
We're getting on a bit. We're back, everybody. We're back. Welcome to my show, the Monkey Lizard Hangout. Bob, are you here?
I'm here as well. Welcome, everybody. Good to see everyone. I hope everyone's well. Apologies, Anthony and MoNKey-LiZaRD. He insists on being introduced first. I know it's rude, but this is the way of the monkey lizard. He is a DJ, a producer, a toy and video game collector, an average jester. Some say he's an incredible lover.
It's not some Bob. MoNKey-LiZaRD needs to hear this. I'm an incredible lover. I'm a good one. Very good. Aren't I, Anthony? I'm a very, very good lover.
I've heard rumors.
There are the rumors have spread across the outer rim. It's partly because of my pheromones, to be honest.
We have a secret file.
All right, yeah. There's a file, Bob. There's a file on me.
He is the leader of the monkey lizard army. I'm not surprised there's a file on you, to be honest, Salacious. It's Salacious Rum.
That's right. I'm here. Who have we got this week, Bob?
Well, our special guests need little introduction. Anthony is one of the nicest guys in the Star Wars collecting community, and he's been delighting us with his Imperial propaganda on YouTube for many years now. And despite his Imperial tendencies, he is very much a friend and an ally to the Monkey Lizard Army, at least before he was. A talented content creator, both in front and behind of the camera. His 3.75-inch army building is legendary, and it's clearly this passion that has led to his next project, his new venture, PLATOON Systems, who make the best action figure stands you need to help display your collection. And here to show us what he has created with his special lady Imperial dignitary, the aka MoNKey-LiZaRD. Please give it up for Anthony Sword and the Imperial Communique.
Yay! See, we gave you quite a nice intro, really, I think.
Yeah.
You know, even though you've got a file on me and, you want to probably, the Empire probably wants me and wants to do stuff to me. So, probably. With those Imperial probe droids. Probably.
Well, maybe. Maybe. But if you could give me your location by the time we finish this, that would be amazing.
Okay. I'll
Yeah.
think about that.
Yeah.
Think about
Yeah,
that.
just
Yeah,
keep
not that I was going to think of taking you in or anything, but just
Oh.
between friends.
Just keep them
Okay.
busy. We'll zero in. We've got
Alright.
probes in orbit.
Yeah.
Oh. It's a good job I got Mr. Blobby next to me and my pervy Australian elf Michael just to watch my back. So if they stare at your funny mock after apologies, they've got their slightly pervy in nature. So apologies.
I'm used
about
to it. I'm used to it. It's all right.
Now, welcome everybody, and really good to see you both. Thanks for joining us. Before we get into proceedings, I just wanted to just offer some thoughts and prayers, really, for the people of Los Angeles. I know you both are from Los Angeles, and there was a moment where we thought you might not join us today. So just checking that you guys are okay. Thanks for joining us. We checked in with Nathan Bowden, another member of our community, yesterday, and he's doing okay. But some shocking scenes over there. So, so yeah, thanks for joining us, and glad you're here safely.
Well, thank you. Yeah. We're very lucky. Yeah. So any inconvenience we had is like pales in comparison to a lot of other people.
Very good. Now, it's a bit of a tradition before we get into the questions, because I've got loads of questions for you. But we've got to welcome in the army, haven't we? So if Bob reads out who we've got joining us, will you help greet them in with me? That was a question, Anthony, and the mock after. Will you help greet the army in with me?
Oh yeah. Oh, I thought
geez.
I thought you were talking to Bob. Sorry. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. That's what I'm here for.
Good. All right, Bob, who we got?
Let's see who we've got. We have Chip Getler, aka Chip Ganassi.
Hi, Chip. Good to see you, Chip. Very good.
He says he's looking
Chip.
for more about Platoon. We have the granddaddy of the MLA, Mr. B.
Hi,
Mr. B. Hello.
He's a good action figure customizer, Mr. B. Very good. Good to see you. Do you guys have a good pirate impression? Can you do a shimmery timbers?
Wait a minute. Arr, shiver me timbers.
Oh, there you go. You're welcome in, Pete. Pete's our
I still
pirate.
can't get the line. Can't say I remember no.
That was good. Very good. Pete C, you like that? He's our pirate.
Hello, Pete.
Hi,
Gerard's
Pete.
here. Gerard. Good old Gerard, Mr. Gerard.
Hi, Gerard.
Hi,
The
Gerard.
beautiful Dublin. John. Hey, Super John.
Hey, John. Yeah, John was like one of my first customers. I got what's called a John bump from after he reviewed the stands.
Super John. Oh, you've got a little dog there. You got a little dog or a little cat. Can you hear him walking?
Both.
Yeah.
Oh. I can ride dogs.
I
I'm very good. I can ride them. I'm very good at that. Just letting you know. I can ride them all the way to the fridge. So, just letting you know. Just in case you ever need me to ride your dog, I can do it.
I mean, I don't think she's been ridden in a while, so maybe that would be good. No?
Keep me in mind. Mokafra.
Okay. All right.
The Emperor's here.
Palpatine.
The Emperor's here.
The handcuffs
Hello.
might pose a little bit of a balance issue, but yeah, we'll be fine.
I'm used to wearing handcuffs, to be honest, Afra. So
Okay.
this won't be my first time. So yeah, the Emperor's here. What are my special lady friends? Only Vader's.
Hello.
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 Do we say hello to Rolo? I can't remember what we did. Rolo. See Rolo?
Rolanda.
Hunter.
Ah,
Hi.
Martin from a long time ago. Fantastic new Star Wars channel.
Hi, Martin.
Hello, Mark.
Great channel. Who else we got? Oh, we got Connor from Fuller's Figures.
Hello, Connor. He's
Hi.
from Ireland himself, right?
He is? Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. Very good. What else we got? We got Jumpy's the general of the cucumber squad. Oh, Jumpy.
Hello.
Jumpy.
Hello.
Jumpy. Hello, Jumpy. Dino from Geek Strong, he's here as well.
Hello. Hello, Dino.
We've got a lot of people coming out to see you guys today, so that's good. Some good support. Good
Hello.
support.
Thank you all.
What else we got? We got Richie from New Orleans. Richie from Roughshod Stalks.
Hi, Richie.
Hi, Richie.
Yeah. Oh, from all over. We've got them from all over. Excelsior's Domain. Excelsior's Domain. Oh, he's freezing.
Hello.
He's freezing. Special Lady Georgie's here as well. Special Lady Georgie.
Hi.
Georgie.
Very nice. Very nice.
Hello, Georgie.
The better looking half of the Universal Collector.
Gives you my best.
Yeah. Hoppy's Creations is here. Hoppy. Oh,
Dude. Hello. His stuff is just absolutely jaw-dropping, amazing. I wish I had a thimble full of his talent.
Dioramas and amazing work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Putting the electronics and cardboard too. I mean, that TIE Advanced or Avenger was like, oh, good stuff.
Very good. Very good. All right, now, right. So, are you ready for the first section? Then, ready for the first section?
No.
What? I get ready for the first section.
We want to get to know you, but not in a pervy way. We want to get to know you, but not in a dirty way. We want to get to know you, not in a pervy way. We want to get to know you, not in a dirty way.
Well, we already know you, but we haven't seen you for a while, so we thought we better have a catch up before we get into your action figure stand.
Can I say something? I was fully expecting something more pervy, so I'm a mite bit disappointed. I will admit.
Don't you worry, Afro. We can increase the perviness as we go on, if you like. So
good job. All right,
no problem there. No problem there. I am also available for after parties and things like that. So,
okay.
So we can arrange something. So
All right.
if the Imperial, if the Empire allows it.
Figure out where to pick you up.
Great. All right, we're on.
It'll be a trap. It'll be a trap.
We're on. Sure. We're on. It's on, everyone. It's on. Now, Anthony, we have not seen you. The last time you were on, I had a look. You last came on Hangout. It was the 25th of April, 2022. It's been a couple of years. I know. How we've been following the channel with great interest. How have things been since we last met?
Just up and down. Just same as everybody else. I would guess. Just trying to keep busy and just finding time to do videos when I can. So I really enjoy doing them. I just don't get to do them as much as I'd like to.
I think you're a bit modest because you've had some huge views. I really enjoyed the room tour video, but also the 1,000 Imperial troop videos where you were compiling all your troops. You've done some big views on those videos, so they've clearly gone down well.
Oh, well, thanks. Yes. Yes, it's hard to believe sometimes. Just don't know how the algorithm works.
That's right, Vader's girl. It's the first time we've ever heard anyone want me to be more pervy. I am going to record that moment, definitely. Sure.
That was great.
I will say that the videos are incredibly fun to make, and it would be great to be able to make more. They're, yeah.
Yeah, and and I have to give Micah for her due, because like the typical thing is I'll sweat, I'll get it done, I'll craft it into a draft, and then I'll show it to her for approval, and then she'll be like, well, you should probably do this. This would be funny, and that, and then I'm like, oh, damn it, yeah, I got to do it. So that I got to shoot additional footage, and like there's so much of that humor comes from her.
Are you the brains of the Operation V, or
I have good ideas, and I think about funny stuff.
Yeah,
that's my job.
Yeah,
I have the good ideas.
Yeah, and one of the things too that I'm embracing is I have a producer friend. He does commercials, and he helped me out in my early stages of my career. But he just I forgot what video is I released. I think it was way back on the hallway, the Rebel ship hallway. You watch the video and just texted me out of the blue. He's like, you know what, Anthony, you're such a dork. I love it. And I think from there on, I kind of embraced it. Like the silliness, definitely. It's both fun, and it just I think that's a kind of a signature of the videos.
To be totally honest, I think you and V are a bit like me and Bob. Like in our partnership, I'm more like V. Like me and V, we're the good-looking, attractive, talented ones.
Exactly, you've got it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We got the flair, haven't we, V? We got the flair.
Exactly.
The talent, the charisma, the sex appeal.
Exactly.
And Anthony and Bob, they're just there, aren't they? Really, they're just show up.
They're
there.
We just keep the trains running on time.
I mean, someone's got to dig the ditches, right?
Yeah. I mean, Bob don't do a lot really. He's pretty much average in every way, to be totally honest with you, V.
Oh, poor Bob.
Yeah, well, he gets a sympathy. He gets some sympathy love. But I think everyone subscribe to the Imperial Communique. But if you haven't, get involved in the channel. There it is. There's the link. It's in the description. And especially if you like troop building, and I'm guessing this is where your passion project has come from, because I don't know anyone else on YouTube that Imperial Army builds as much as you, Mr. Imperial Communique. So I'm guessing there were some frustrations in setting up all those figures that led to your new passion project.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, just generic stands. They just don't cut it. They don't account for the shallowness of the peg sockets of some of the figures, and they're just it's just one size fits all, and it just doesn't work for everything. So tried something else soon, to see if I can't line everything up decently. And just have the figures actually sit, because like before it was we'd use, and it's not a pejorative against Marauder gun runners, because they have the interlocking and they're kind of cool, but they have high pegs, and some of the figures that have to, like, all right, just one foot is sitting in a peg a little high, and mostly higher off the stand, then I would have to take a glue gun and glue the other foot down there. And so it's kind of ridiculous. And the difference between the order between the old stands and this stuff is like night and day. In fact, I had a couple friends over, and they're just looking like, man, it's like it makes a real huge difference.
Right. Well, tell us about your new venture then. What's the name of it? What's the premise behind it? And where did you get the ideas for this new venture?
Well, it's called Platoon Systems AFS, and AFS stands for Action Figure Stands. Go to platoonsystemsafs.com. And it's just the idea was, just to create stands that accommodate not a one size fits all. So so like you know, you have your stands with the pegs positioned in the back for figures with heels, and then I changed the peg position to the center for figures that have the holes in midfeet. Like here's a good example of a midfoot figure is the Legacy Collection era Scout Trooper, you know, and with a new Stormtrooper, which the pegs are in the heels, you could line them up together, you know, on the interlocking stands, and you just put them together, and they just line up like perfectly. So, you know, and that's just the idea, for displays, and so there's not you know, you don't have random stands trying to line things up.
So how many figures can interlock? How many is in a platoon? How many can you lock together?
It's probably unlimited. I you know, we had some people buy 100 pack of stands.
Wow. Yeah.
So the interlocking feature is, I mean, I'm surprised no one has done it yet. It's just that there's just slides on two ends, male ends on two ends and female ends on other ends. So you could do them in a whole bunch of configurations, whether you kind of like grid it or do you could do you know, brick or whatever, you know, you can turn on sides, you know, and just build it out however you want. So so far so good. You know, people seem to be digging them. I use something different for the armies, which is a base that holds like 9 or 10 figures, and then I created a base. Just pull them out. Created a base that.
So look. Hello, Dragon Buddy.
Created a base that can hold 4 of them.
Wow! Look at that! Look at that! There is no way you'd be able to do that normally. They would just be flying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it was great. It's like if they're on your shelf, you know, you just move them around. I know it's a little low, but you know, you just move them around pretty well. Yeah, I mean, it's just there was a certain point when I was putting them in, I designed them and started using them as like kind of moving things around. Like I'm like, are these that good? You know, I'm questioning myself. It's like, I think they're great, you know, but I'm the one who made them. So. I'm
going to come to your question in a minute, Mr. B, because there's some questions around that I want to ask. So, so how did you physically design the actual products? Have you done some CAD work or something, or have you had to create? What's the physical process you've had to go through to create the forms, or is it 3D printed, or how have you done it?
They are 3D printed. I wish I could have them injection molded. I'm working on another project that's going to do that, but it's pretty expensive. Like this size stand, it would cost probably about $4,000 just to make the mold for it.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
So are you 3D printing them yourselves, or have you outsourced that to? Oh, you're doing it yourself. Wow.
Yeah, it's just right over here. So
how many printers have you got on the go then?
I had to get a second one, so I've got 2.
Two right now.
Cool.
Yeah, two for now. It's you know, it's like if things pick up even more, I'm gonna have to get more just to keep up with the orders. So.
And how long does it take to print a stand, or do you print them in batches?
Well, I print them in batches. The way I have everything set up is every print takes about an hour. So like single stands, I could do 9 up, and then which are these interlocking ones. These plates I can only fit 2, so 2 up, and so it takes an hour 15 to do 2. I do 6-inch stands, and I can only fit so many on the plate, so they're either 4 or 6 up. But just the way everything it works out math-wise takes about an hour for each run.
That's cool. So are the 6-inch stands then? Are they a larger plate, or is it just a peg hole?
I'm embarrassed that I did not put any over here. But yeah. One of my creative partners, he does G.I. Joe Classified, and it took a little bit to find a happy base plate, because like he'd order some stands and they're just like a strip with like 2 pigs on them, and the figures would still fall over. So the idea is you have a wider plate, so they're just more stable.
What have I done? Have I lost? Hold on a second. Not very. There we go. I haven't lost. Okay, so okay, that makes sense. So when you, I'm not I'm not that privy to 3D printing, but when I have bought 3D prints before from Etsy, or you normally get that kind of layering and effect. And I know the 3D printing technology is improving. Do you have to do much once it's come out of the printer? Do you have to spend much time kind of post-production, like cleaning up the stands? How much time is involved in that? And because I know you used to have to do that a lot of filing and sanding, and that made it quite prohibitive. But I'm guessing things have moved on a bit since then.
Yeah, well, there's 2 things. I think the layering has actually worked in my favor because it gives it an aesthetic. I mean, these are just like rectangular bases, so
yeah,
it's both the layering up there, from the bottom up, that is actually kind of aesthetically, it works. And then it just happens to be just in my first runs, it does the way it does it diagonally, it looks almost like it's a floor grate, so that's why we call this deck. And it just happens to aesthetically, I think it kind of works nice. The thing, the only work I have to do is for the interlocking ones, because I learned the hard way that gravity, gravity works in mysterious way, or not
gravity
so mysterious
is especially
so
strong. Yes, with 3D printing.
So when you do the overhang for the interlocking, it needs a little tree to hold on, so it holds it up and keeps it straight. So I have to, what I call shelling it or peeling it. I think of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I think of Violets. All those people kind of shelling taking the wrappers off. I just have to take a little thing off to take that tree off, and that's about it. That's the extent of work I have to do afterwards.
Dragon Buddy thinks the interlocking idea is awesome. Crazy nobody has already been doing that.
I know. I was shocked, and I was kind of looking around. It's like I don't know everything's out there, but I just kind of saw some basic kind of like zigzag patterns, but nothing that like keeps things together.
John McGuire is with us as well. Good to see you, John.
Hello, John.
Hi, John.
So I know that Mr. B was asking whether you've got any plans to build anything else like risers. So I'm just wondering, have you got ideas in the pipeline for other things, or
I do.
Oh,
I do. I just have not got to sit down and do it. Like one of my big requests has been doing squad plates for 6-inch, and I took the measurements. I have not had the time to sit down and go into my 3D software and build them. But that and risers is definitely something since the beginning, I've been thinking about that. I just haven't quite figured out how to execute it. Execute it quite yet in a in a way that works with everything, and aesthetically, practically and aesthetically. That's getting away from me, but yeah. Short answer, yes. And it's actually in some of the nomenclature on the website. It's like, for now, it's like we're just one level, but the idea is to make risers.
Okay, well, can you talk us through the website then, and we can talk a bit about some of how people order and some of the options and shipping and things like that. So,
well, Virginia could chime in anytime, because she was she basically built the site. I take the pictures, but she kind of built the site and took some of the nomenclature and really ran away with it. So,
So you get a great
So,
look. You get a great
yeah.
look here of the display stands, and there's a ridge on the end. Is this how they interlock? Is it how they click in?
Yeah,
That is correct. Yeah.
That's great.
I think like the biggest thing to remember, I think, with the stands is that they come in interlocking and not interlocking. So if you have if you want to put individual stands in a platoon base, which is those are the squad plates there, which hold 9 or 10 figures, but you can also make up your own from a bunch of standard plates. So you can put 10 standard plates fit in that platoon base section perfectly, but the interlocking ones do not. They're slightly wider.
Right. And what's this? I can see you've got a whole platoon here. What's the surround? Is there is there a surround that it's connecting into, or is this just multiple?
Yeah, this is the platoon base. So that's the plates just slide in right here, like this.
Oh, let me just see what you're doing a second. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me just remove that and put you on.
So yeah, it's a base, and just because of the size of the printer, I'd had to make it, just design one that they interlock. Where's the? This is actually an older version with an original design. But long story short is to take one of these bases and just slide it in. And
great! That's great.
And then
yeah.
Or as V was saying, as I designed the non-interlocking stands that you could fit 10 in here. So you could put figures that have mid-feet holes and heel holes and toe holes. You could put them all and line them up.
That's great. Dragon Buddy's bookmark the site. He's going to look later. Thank you, DB. Yeah, that's great. Catch you later.
Thank you.
And hey to Aaron. Good to see you. I love the look of them. It looks very kind of industrial as well. So the flooring, that you've kind of created a built-in flooring as well there for your dioramas, for your
well,
so that's cool.
Originally I was like, oh, it'll be gloss and it'll look like a Death Star hangar, but it just you can't get it to do that, and it would be cost prohibitive to produce them in that nice gloss.
Right. So
yeah, hopefully this site is straightforward. It's I've definitely had customers who were absolutely knew what they were doing. They're just it was precise. It's just sort of I have figures that have mid-feet. I have figures that did this, and it's I want 9. I want to do 9 in a squad instead of 10 in a squad. And it's it was just very all right, these people know what they're doing.
That's great. And then product collections. Let's have a look here. Army builders.
Yeah, we tried to put things just in a easier to find groupings.
That's great. So I'm guessing you're gonna have to make it worthwhile for shipping and stuff. There's presumably you've got minimum quantities for ordering and things like that.
Oh, well, not really. I mean, just shipping wise, we're doing a $3 flat rate, at least for domestic, and it's it comes out in the wash. I mean, there's a couple small orders, but it's still fine. It still costs me a nominal fee to ship it, but it's it's worth it. It's the customers. It's all about fellow collectors, and I want to put out their product that that they could use and like. So,
wow, £10 for what was that for 3.75 figure standard, 20 pieces. Surely £5 each. That's great. That's great. That's fantastic.
The only thing I haven't been able to crack yet is international shipping, because I know that it's kind of cost prohibitive, and I really have to for each product I have to be very accurate with how much they weigh, because if I I can't just sort of Well, this only weighs 2 ounces, but I'm just gonna say 8 ounces because because it's easy. It's like, no, that adds up. That'll add up for you guys. So
Mhm.
I just have to be
Now-
try to make it appealing shipping wise.
Now, Rum, I want you to know that I offered to personally deliver each overseas order. I
What?
said, I'll just take them in my suitcase. I'll hop on a plane. I'll go over to, just land in Gatwick, take him wherever. And he said, no.
What the
He
hell?
said, I
Can
know.
Can I have
I
an
know.
exception? Can we make an exception from my order?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
maybe.
going to tell them I said it was okay.
Anthony, I'm sorry, but I like the personalization that Mokafra offers, to be totally honest with you. And I want to be able to greet her in the correct English KoWaKiaN way when she knocks at my door, and I'll be stood there, partly naked, probably.
Only partly.
Well, mostly. Maybe.
There's always
might be wearing a bandana. That's how cold it is. You'll be very much greeted. You'll be very much greeted. You'll be very welcome here in the Shires. Mokafra, very welcome in the Shires.
Thank you.
We'll look after you. We'll look after you whilst you're here.
Thank you.
I'll
just probably stay for a cup of tea and then have to come back and get the next order to take over. But
you got some tea. I could offer you some mead.
Oh,
yeah, maybe a flagon of our best Shire cider, and and what happens,
yeah, I miss real cider.
Yeah, if we end up, having a little tumble in the Shire fields, might just
No, I know. Well, I mean, fields. My allergies will just do a number on me. I can't do fields.
There's damn allergies, Bob. What the? They're always gonna.
What can I say?
Forget the fields, Bob.
No
the fields are out.
No
Fields,
fields.
no fields. Think of something else. You'll be welcome anyway. You'll be very welcome.
Thank
There you go. Anthony, Anthony's also welcome, but you won't get the same kind of treatment.
No,
to be honest.
He's probably okay with that.
He might get probed.
He
might get probed. He might get probed. That happens sometimes around here.
We'll find out how he works.
Yeah. Right, we've got a question from Geekstrong. He says, did you pattern this new display system? I would be nervous about a company stealing your brilliant creations.
It's in the process. I don't know where he went. Where'd he go? It's in the process.
I put him off. I put him off with that probing talk.
It's apparently the patent process they said it takes months and months, but we've been able to get it started at least. So
well, we've got evidence. We've got video evidence of where this system came from. So any of you out there, So Excelsior says, I'm just going to kick Anthony's gone. I'm going to kick him from the studio.
All right.
Because it's all gone grayed out back there. Oh, no, there he is. He's back.
Okay.
Yes, I had a phone call and it messed everything up.
No worries. Excelsior says, what sort of class of figures will these stands take?
Class. We do 3 3/4 inch and 6 inch, and a lot of 7 and 8 inch will work too. It just all depends on peg size. And I design stands for vintage action figures too. So there's a vintage section that have the larger pegs for vintage action figures.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Aaron from Coodbane Games says, is there one big enough to hold Rum's jiggly bits? What the hell, Aaron? Look, everyone knows it's a grower, not a shower. So, and it gets cold here in England. So, sometimes you have to have a little
fiddle around before you present yourself. Otherwise, it can be quite embarrassing. So, you know,
Mhm.
that's what we have to do around here.
Hmm.
Mr. B says, on a double row stand, can one row stand offset from the other? Good question.
Wait, hold on. Let me say on a double row stand, can one stand off? Yeah, I mean that was the intention of the design, so you could have the rows however you want. Like put a third guy right behind. If I'm understanding the thing correctly, I don't have another figure, but you know that's
What is that?
the way it
I
is
think
here.
I think he
Oh, right. It just
I think-
clips in. Yeah.
Yeah.
That does
talking
make
about
sense.
on the risers though.
Oh, you mean the platoon,
if
the
the-
bases?
Yeah, if we make risers, would
Oh.
the risers be able to accommodate an offset row? I think
The idea is engineering wise, that's the intent. I have an idea of how I'm going to design them. I just haven't executed it yet.
Very nice, very nice. 1000 Ghost has joined us. This is the stands are great.
I guess.
Oh, thank you so much.
Excelsior says if they're 3D printed, you could license someone to print them for you abroad. There we go. Some ideas.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the ultimate would be to license it back to Hasbro or somebody. That would be an ideal,
Right.
wouldn't it? So you need to speak to Mr. Stevie. See if you can you know Mr. Stevie.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
He's great. I mean, I got to interview him for Q&A at Comic-Con, and like he's just like his story is great. So I appreciate his passion. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm working on it, get on his radar, and hopefully I'm also going to have a kind of a celebrity endorsement once I get my act together and get some stands shipped to Canada. So
Yeah, very good, very good, very good. Palp says, just ask his Uber Eats driver how he answers the door wearing a leather bib. Thank you, Palps. Thanks for that. Giving away all my information. Partly naked means he still has a diaper on his head. Very good. To make it easier for V, anyone in the UK who wants some stands or turn up at Rums and we'll have a party.
Brilliant idea. You see, now we have to deliver them personally. I can't pick that up.
Except my parties tend to be more like orgies, really. I mean, you know, well, sort of. So then, you know, one thing leads to another.
I mean, orgy is as orgy does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else is going on? Oh, so when did you? How long is this? Because I'm a little bit late to the game. I know Super John and Vern and a few others have already spoken about this. How long have you been trading for, Anthony?
I launched just before the holidays. You know, I don't know how good of an idea that was or not, but you know, but it definitely gave me time to work out the kinks. Like after launching and kind of getting, you know, seeing the everything work in real time and actually getting orders to fill, you know, like, oh, okay, now I got to do this, now I got to do that. Oh, and that's what I got to think of, and that's, you know, so if I would have waited, I'm sure I'd be stressing in a different way.
Excelsior says, are there any plans for any see-through ones? Thinking about lighting options.
I wish I could. That requires plastic injection molding. The what we call ice, these colored ones. That was me experimenting with that, but it's just, yeah, I just can't.
They
might be able
brittle?
to turn up the temperature, but
is it more brittle, that type of plastic?
No, it has some give, which is actually helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Darth.
But the plastic injection molding, it's just one piece, and you could definitely do see-through, but it's just a cost. I'd love to be able to do that because I know for a fact that transparent stands are like the big seller. That's everybody's preference.
G-Force is with us. So these aren't. There's two types of 3D printing, isn't there? This isn't resin printing. That's something slightly different.
No, resin printing, from my understanding, that would be that it's just tougher. It just there's more of an error rate with the resin printing.
Right.
So this PLA product is actually produced from starches, I guess.
Ooh.
Like corn cobs and chaff and stuff like that. So I mean it's actually more environmentally friendly, and so we're glad about that part. And so it's just comes in rolls, run it on the printer.
Very good, very good.
Yeah.
Right, so just so in case you guys didn't bookmark it, I'll just show you the website again. Go and check it out. It's platoonsystemsafs.com. The link is in the description. Here it is as well. Check out the website. It's nice. I guess you're good at photography anyway. You're a professional cameraman anyway. So the photography is fantastic.
Well, thank you. That's yeah. I would not categorize myself. I'm just winging it, but I know enough.
And there you go. Just in case you were wondering, it's not limited to Star Wars. So what have you got on here? You've got, is that Playmates or Galoob Star Trek?
Yeah, it's Playmates.
Playmates Turtle. Was that is that Jarda Toys Universal Monsters or NECA or?
Yeah, it's NECA.
NECA. And what is that? DC Multiverse or?
Isn't it McFarlane? To be honest, I forgot. It's an older Superman, but
they look great. Look, and I have to say, when we make dioramas, often the flooring's the last thing we think about, and it's often and even with the dioramas we buy from Hasbro, like the Cantina and stuff, isn't coming with any flooring. Oh, you think about doing any? Doing a sand colored option? Out of interest,
there is. That's yeah, I got some right here.
Oh, let's just remove that for a second.
And you know what's cool about that? The picture you just had on the 3 3/4 inch figures will, like the interlocking stands. They're universal with like the 6, so you could put they'll interlock together. 6 inch and 3.5. 3.75.
Do you say you got some stand ones there? Oh, great.
Yes.
Because I need some for when I eventually set up my room. I've got the Geonosian Arena, which is going to need a clone army in it. And then the Cantina, that's going to need another set of, So there's quite a few. Oh, Ewok Village, I suppose. Would be,
well,
I'd have to do. I think I'd do a dark brown for wood.
Oh, I've been suggesting a dark green for a forest floor for a while, forest or jungle. But for some reason, Anthony seems to think he's overworked. I can't understand it. So,
what about, has someone asked you this? What about an ice planet? Is there someone asked you about a white base or?
I think we just
not yet. I just thought that the
ice.
Yeah. The ice. Yeah, I thought that. Yeah, the ice probably covers that well enough.
Is that one you actually
could do
use?
pure white?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Wow. So that's awesome. Yeah, 3.75 for the win, Rolando. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we move on to another section, is there anything else you want to say about the Platoon systems? I've got to say, it looks like I'm definitely ordering some. It looks like that you've done a really good job with these. I've got to say, I'm not just saying that because you're on. But
Thank you.
like you, I've fiddled about with lots of different acrylic stands and whatnot you buy off eBay. And you're right. There isn't any. I can't think of another one where you can army build, in that way. And that's what we want to do, isn't it? So, and well done for being able to deliver it at such low prices as well. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, if you needed a different color, I suppose you could always paint them. The PLA actually takes paint very well. Acrylics.
Right.
I've painted some different items that we've printed. So,
but we could definitely add things. I'm getting a feel for the market right now, and I would like to be able to do different textured surfaces. I'd like to be able to make the sand with a little bit more like that looks a little bit more like sand, or put like bones in them. Like Indiana Jones or something. If we did do, like you said, Ewok Village, it'd be nice to do it like their logs, that they're standing on. So it's like it's just a matter of designing, but it's, if there's not customers, there's no point. But so far so good. I've been at a steady pace.
Now we have a Discord channel on the website as well, and you have to scroll all the way to the bottom of the first page, but that's where we invite people to come and just tell us what it is that they want, or ask us these questions. There's a contact section. They can just send us a message directly, but we want to get conversation started. We really want to see what it is that, people are talking about for the stands.
That's great.
Yeah,
well,
right now, most people are finding me on Instagram, asking me, "Hey, what size do you think I need for this figure?"
Mm-hmm.
Well, go and find Imperial COMMUNIQUE. He's on Instagram. He's on X. I know that, and he's and here's the Discord, and also make sure you're subbed to his YouTube channel, which is first class. You are there's some things you're not allowed to say, but we know that you work behind the camera a little bit, Anthony, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
As well. So I just wanted to, before we go, there was one other section I wanted to do, but I wanted your opinion on recent Star Wars, especially the TV series. How are you finding the latest Star Wars?
Oh man, well, me and Virginia both are loving Skeleton Crew. It's just so fun.
Brilliant.
It's just one of those things. It's like I just get a warm, fuzzy feeling inside more than probably. I mean, it's up there with both Andor and Mandalorian. I mean, and those are both their own thing. But Skeleton Crew is just fun.
Yeah, they've done well with this one. I'm so glad, because they've had such a rocky road, and to come up with something that I think is universally liked. I haven't seen many people that have been negative about it, which is great. And it definitely pulls on those feels, doesn't it? Of when, definitely it makes you feel like you're a kid again. So I hope young people are watching it and enjoying it. I really do. I'm so past that point now. I don't have a sense of whether. I don't suppose I will until I go to another convention. As to how well it's being liked by young kids, but I hope they are. I hope it is being enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have a feeling I would enjoy it. I try to put myself, if I was that age, like would I like it? I'd probably love it. I still
like about pirates.
Yeah,
pirates and Star Wars together. Yeah.
Exactly. Zeno says, I can't think of a more qualified person to make display stands. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Right, now we've been going 54 minutes. It's in a 1 hour stream, but there's no way you're coming on here, especially with Mock-Afra, and we're letting you get away with leaving without doing a Star Wars role play. So we've got to do it, I'm afraid.
I remember this last time.
Okay, are you ready?
Ready.
Do it, Bob.
Star Wars roleplay. Star Wars roleplay. I play as you play. Star Wars roleplay. Wars roleplay. Star Wars roleplay.
Right, in Star Wars roleplay, in this segment, you as our special, as my special guests, get to pick any scene from any of the movies or the TV shows or the episodes from the hit documentary series Star Wars. Once you have picked the scene, all three of us will pick characters in said scene. Once we have picked the characters that we want to play, we will reenact the scene using the medium of physical theatre. However, Mark Afra, we don't like the script. No offense to George, but we don't like it. We're going to chuck it out, and we're going to remake the scene using our own words, making it the way we want it to be.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. So have a little think about what scene you got. You can pick any scene. There needs to be at least 3 people in it. So could be any scene.
Let's see. Do we have something from The Mandalorian with Mando, Grogu, and Quill?
Oh, could do.
All right. Well, what bit then?
What bit? Yeah, what bit?
Oh, how about when Mando is trying to ride the blurg?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Who are you going to be then, Anthony?
Oh, jeez. God. I'm awkward. I'd probably be good as Mando.
Okay.
All
right.
Mando. Who are you, Afra?
Well, I'll be. If I could be Grogu, I mean, I wouldn't have to say anything. I mean, I don't know.
Well, your version of
unless
Grogu.
Unless I'm going to blurg, you know. So
the blurg.
I mean, I could do that.
Your Grogu might be a bit more communicative because you can make it the way you want it to be.
Yeah, I'll do both. I'll be Grogu and I'll be the blurg.
Slightly confusing, but okay. All right. So I'm Quill. I'm Quill.
Right.
What's his saying again, Quill?
Well, I have spoken.
Well, I'm gonna have to change that then, aren't I?
Yeah.
Right, Mando. I haven't spoken, so I'm gonna speak because I'm Quill. And that blurg over there, I have to say, it's a mighty attractive blurg. I've never seen a blurg this attractive, and I quite fancy having a ride with her myself, to be totally honest.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
It's a bit weird. Are you gonna jump on Mando and ride her or what?
Oh, this isn't the mythosaur. I don't think I'm dignified enough to ride one of these beasts.
Yeah, but you've got to learn somehow. You can't just expect to jump on a mythosaur. You've got to get your leg over on a blurg first and find your way. I mean, the
blurg look at it. Look at
people
it.
ride me all the time.
It's just a big blob with little hands. What it's supposed to do? Like kind of like tickle me.
This is a female blurg, and she might be on heat.
I'll tickle you.
She might be on heat, Mando, so you might get lucky, and she might,
Isn't there vet services, and we get it fixed?
What?
This is Mandalore. What the hell? We're in some weird planet. So
I don't want to be riding around, chasing after my bounty and having to do a side quest because because my blurg is feeling a little randy.
No, Papa Mando, I want to see. I want to ride. Can we ride? I want to ride.
Maybe later.
So what was that? Was that the pervy Grogu?
It's pervy Grogu. I'm pervy Grogu.
That's the perviest Grogu I've ever seen. Mando,
not now, buddy.
Grogu. What the hell have you done to Grogu? You brought him up to be a perv. God damn it. You
Well, it's not like he had experience.
This is the most
Do you want
bizarre
to go
roleplay
back?
I've ever
Do you want to
seen.
go back in the sack?
Put Grogu in the sack and get on your blurg for God's sake, and let's go. We've got to get out of here. We've got bounties to
Come on, it's not like I've got all day. I've got other blurg to go see.
end scene. Oh well, you guys went there. That was a thing. That was a thing. Bit of a hard question this week. Who's getting the Oscar? So is the Oscar going to Anthony's quite moany Mandalorian? I thought it was a bit moany. It was a bit petulant. It was a bit negative. Or does the Oscar go to Mock Afra with a double display of acting talent? Pervy Grogu and also a randy female blurg. Or does it go to Salacious, who just played Salacious as far as I can see?
Are you putting that to a vote?
V gets the Oscar. There you go.
Thank
V
you.
gets the
Thank
Oscar.
you.
Hold
Thank you
on.
very much.
Right, we're at the ends. We're at the end. You've survived.
Ah, jeez.
I've got to say thank you for coming on. It's been great catching up with you, Anthony, and it's
Thank
really
you.
nice meeting you, V, as well. The brains
Thank
and
you.
the brains and the beauty behind the operation, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, for sure.
And I am really excited for what you're doing. I really am. I can tell that this is a passion project. I think from you, I can tell. And I think what you've designed, I think the toy cook community is going to really love it. So look out for my video of when I receive my order, and everyone get involved and have a look. Platoon systems, action figure stands. I'll just put the link up here. There it is. It's also in the description. Go and check it out and support Anthony and support V. And also
we don't want to
go
be
on.
bored.
You know what? Sorry.
We don't want to be bored.
Don't be bored.
We don't want
I
to
don't
be
know.
bored.
I don't know where you guys find the time. So incredible. And also go and follow the Imperial COMMUNIQUE. He's everywhere. The Empire gets everywhere. So that's his YouTube channel.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You
Thank you.
survived. How's it been?
Thank
How's it been for you, V? How's it been for you?
I've enjoyed myself immensely. It was wonderful meeting you. Wonderful meeting all your fans.
Yeah.
And I don't think it looks like a diaper at all. I think it looks sexy.
See? Sexy.
It's
Hear that,
sexy.
everyone?
Yeah.
Sex appeal, everyone. Sexy. Remember that. Sexy. So he knows. He knows. He knows. She knows. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please smash the like button.
Thank you, everybody.
Leave us a friendly comment,
Bye.
subscribe, and get involved in the action figure stands. Do it.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Yay. Bye, everyone.
I'm Salacious Rum. Remember to make love, not war, because time does follow us. Yes, time does follow us. Yes, time does follow us. I'm a monkey lizard, I'm a monkey lizard, and I love to make love that warm. And this is Star Wars, so that ain't a proper war. It is a proper war in your dimension, yes, Salacious. I'm a monkey lizard, I'm a monkey lizard, and I love to make love that warm. And this is Star Wars, but that ain't a proper war. It is a proper war in your dimension, yes, Salacious. Don't forget what it takes to be a human being, but I'm not a human. I'm a monkey lizard. And don't forget, monkey lizards have feelings. Because